Superman. More specifically, James Gunn's Superman and the first film in the DCU, the new DC Cinematic Universe. Let me go ahead and give you my spoiler-free thoughts. I'm going to break this review into two parts, all spoiler-free, the good and the bad. Let's start with the good. I really buy David Cornsweet as Superman. I loved his character. It's really tough to see anybody as Superman for me instead of Henry Cavill, because to me, he is Superman. But Cornsweet did a great job. There are parts of the movie where he was really whiny, but other than that, he looks like Superman, and he embodies Superman. I really love Rachel Brosnahan's portrayal of Lois Lane. I thought that their chemistry together was perfect. I am shocked how much I loved Guy Gardner. Nathan Fillion is an excellent actor, and he was perfect in every single line delivery that he gave. I love the action scenes with him. He reminded me of a more cocky Star-Lord. Mr. Terrific stole a majority of the movie for me. I loved his character. I loved the actor. I'm so happy this actor finally got to portray a hero and play that character for the entirety of the movie without dying, just like he did in X-Men First Class. And James Gunn does a really good job of showing off his powers in one scene in particular. I also really loved Metamorpho. I won't get into too much about what his character has to do in this movie, but there were some really cool moments. Now let's go into the things that bogged down the movie a little bit for me. One, I like the casting of Hot Girl. Isabella Marcet is really good. I hated her close-up shots of her flying, and I hated her scream. It took me out of the movie a couple of times. Speaking of taking me out of the movie, I hate the fact that James Gunn is so enamored with these giant monsters. I really don't like these big CGI monsters, especially when it's during the daytime when they're shooting. It just looks really bad, really corny. I don't like it. Hot take, I hated Crypto. I absolutely hated this dog. The entire movie was a joke about how this dog is untrainable, he's wild, he's crazy. And we got it from the trailers, and it just carried on throughout the entire movie. But without a doubt, the worst part of this movie is the fact that James Gunn just can't help himself. This movie is completely littered with James Gunn humor all throughout it. If there's a quiet space within the film, James Gunn fills it with a joke, or a weird moment, or a strange choice. I feel like with Superman, you just don't need to do all that extra stuff. It was like every very serious, meaningful moment was met with an equally weird or obscure moment, directly from the mind of James Gunn. Now, I understand there's going to be a lot of people that are going to really like that. And I do like James Gunn. I like his films, The Guardians of the Galaxy. That humor works for that universe because those characters are kind of a ragtag bunch. But this is Superman. And I feel like there was a lot of unnecessary humor. In the 2-hour runtime, there is probably a joke a minute. Maybe a couple jokes a minute. Some of them really land. Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner really steal the show in terms of the jokes. But there are just a lot of weird, poignant moments that just didn't need to be in there. And for me, that's what sucks, because I really do like the movie, but the James Gunn humor really, really bogged it down for me. And that's exactly what I was worried about when I went into it. But overall, though, majority of people are going to like it. It's a very broad view and an entryway into a brand new cinematic universe. It's really exciting. I'm excited for what's next. If I had to give it a review, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a bad film at all. I had a really good time watching it. But I'm telling you, this movie, if it had just more heartfelt moments and less jokes, it would have been perfect. At the end of the day, Man of Steel is still superior in my eyes. But that's my preference. And you might not share the same sentiment, and that's okay.